Is it true that sexual abuse is like hundreds of times worse in public schools than it is in Catholic priests? Can we look that up? I like how you spelled it there. Can we zoom in? Make sure in the edit you zoom in on what you've typed.
It's sexual. It's sexual. In them unpubic schools. Is it worse in unpubic schools than it is in sexual?
This is going to bring up a BBC Pigeon article now.
Me tink.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, nearly 1 in every 10 students nationwide will be subject to sexual misconduct by a school employee sometime between kindergarten. Okay, so it's true. And they need to gas everybody.
That's the Professional Standards and Practices Commission report, correct?
That's from the Department of Gas everybody, and it's true.
I know 4 gym teachers that went to my high school, and they're all dating two dudes like married students.
Great.
Everybody knows that. That's kind of funny.
I knew all this. There were stories floating around and I wasn't even like linked in. Like the girls that were, right. I wasn't like their friend. Why would I know about this? Like Kristen, whatever her last name, her getting her butt patted by Mr. Austin, the shop teacher. But I wouldn't have any reason to know. But I didn't talk to her. Why would I know about that? It's just those stories were like floating around. Like everybody knew.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Lots of them. We had we had girls with like bad daddy issues in my private high school. Mm. And I remember like the girls who were like totally boy crazy are still to this day like totally daddy's girl, like their dads were cops and they were like, oh God, they would like lust over teachers in a way that was like, this one girl was like particularly good at it. But like hearing a girl be that filthy immediately, like you're in 9th grade, you're getting your first round of like and hormones, and you go to school and there's like a cool girl that's like, oh my God, I would ride his face, and you're like, what? And then I think the gym teachers hear that and they're like, all right, well get on it then.
I hope this next generation coming up, I think it's true. Well, I think hold on a second. I think the next generation coming up is less brain dead than the boomers and the Gen Xers. I think boomers and Gen Xers, they still trust the system. They still trust centralized groups of people. I think left and right, the generation coming up has less of that trust. And I hope that more people homeschool their kids. The daycare thing is ridiculous. Leaving your kid in daycare. I saw like not even looking for it in the past week, like 2 stories about like daycare employees beating kids to death.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
Yeah. You have to vet. I mean, it's going to have to come. There's going to come a time where people fucking have to put their kids away. My kid goes twice a week. I sold a lady to this car. She goes to a nice place. I talked to the lady. I don't think anybody is hitting her, but I don't know. People have to do it, but the stories where that shit's happening are the ones where like I was having a cigarette at a antique mall, and the girl was like smoking a cigarette at a table sitting outside, and I go, oh, do you work here? She goes, no, I work at the daycare center across the street. She's like, I come over here every day to have a cigarette. I was like, oh, how long have you been there? She's like, 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh. And she was like a 26-year-old chick, like nice enough girl, but like, damn, like hot damn. Just like tie-dye shirt, ripping butts, like kind of, and I'm like, all right. I'm not going to make any inferences on it, but I'm like, there must be like 19 of these girls and 19 of these things, and the odds are not good that this is going to be clean. Like, this is not going to be satisfactory above the board.
The kids are going to grow up listening to rockabilly music.
I wish it was. Listening to that Drake album from the back of her Accord, that girl that works there, probably. It's just a slippery slope because people are fucking going to be broke soon, and if you daycare, mommy's going to have to go back to work soon. You know what I mean? If not, everybody, that's gonna turn soon. And most people's parents are goners when it comes to support. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In our generation, like back in our parents'
tuned out, yeah.
They don't give a fuck about your kid.
Yeah.
Your fucking parents aren't going to give a fucking
whatever the easiest thing is, baby formula.
Yeah.
TV babysitter, whatever the fuck is the easiest thing is what
go away gifts
that generation did.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like when you grew up, like you spent like a lot of QT with the family because it was less technologically available. Like you'd have to go to your aunt's for like a day and a half or something like that. That shit would happen a little more. Now, I feel like everybody's so fucking busy or wrapped up in their own or whatever. Like it just doesn't go down like that as much anymore. where the time spent with the relatives and it's very like portioned off. And I feel like your parents, everybody in my age that kind of, they don't have a good relationship with the grandparents' parents thing. Not like we had when we were kids, I think. Is the eye is in the air?
What is Church of Famara? Can you look up Famara?
I looked it up already. It's just nothing.
This is
Probably
her.
some stupid ARG branding thing. It's definitely a cameo that she just...
You know what it is? Honestly, real talk. It's probably some fucking Saudi Arabian son. That's like, Daddy, gotta let your hand up put it in my thing. I make a church. He's 20. Mm-hmm. And she's like this. We can get Lindsay Lohan. I met her at a club. We can make like a cult. Because there was a church in Venice. It was called the Church of Venice. Mm-hmm. Literally.
Oh, really?
And not Joshua Jackson. Who's the kid from Camp Nowhere? Andrew Keegan. Uh-huh. In my neighborhood in Venice Beach, they were like in a church, and it was all like and sluts.
Yeah.
Like dancing around, doing nothing, like just basically doing Molly all the time, talking like that. Mm-hmm. The eye is winking at you.
Yeah.
Talking about like guardians, and it's like, it's not even as good as a Pokemon. Like, it's just like talking like you. Let's make it up, Sam. Let's just do it right now.
I'm not doing this. I can't do that.
You
I can't
can do
talk
that.
I hate that.
Sam,
There's some Instagram cult
the Guardian's telling you not to talk about it, isn't it?
that they fucking try to hit me up.
And
I can't remember the fucking thing.
can you fly away, or can you not even see through the inner dimension?
There's some ugly ass girl that shaved her head, and she posts like diaper rash photos, and says that she like posts this like self-hating white people stuff, and says that white skin is like more prone to like diaper rash.
It always gets kissed from the demons.
Are you talking about Temple?
Maybe. Can you look that up?
It always gets kissed from the demons.
This is...
I'm not doing that, Nick.
It's transcendent skin tone.
I'm not getting into this fucking...
Yes, you are.
No, I won't
Get
do
into it.
I'm not doing it.
I'm going to be a bully. I'm going to be a Fatima Church bully. Dude, you better fucking get into it.
Oh, yeah. Hate Life Army. That's the one.
Dude, you better get into it.
Day Life.
So
yeah. These guys.
This is like... It started on Facebook, like, in 2011. And I've been, like, watching... And I've known people that have got, like... roped into this. I know this dude that was like, he was like deep in it, like with them going places and shit, and he like got out of it, and apparently they turn these people into like sex slaves and shit. And it's like it's nuts.
This is a real cult. This is a real cult. These people hit me up. This bitch right here, Day Life Mary. She's hit me up.
She hit me up.
She's tried to fuck me into her organization.
She tried to jerk you off?
She tried to do some nasty doo-doo with me.
She say anything good?
No, well, probably.
I fucked her. I fucked her for 3 hours up the.
But these is a mad weird social media cult forced the man to have gay sex and drink semen.
Sounds normal to me. He looks like French Canadian or something. He looks like me, except for certain parts. What's the guy's name? His first and last name. He has a certain look about him. He looks like Moby's boy. Yeah,
he looks like he's got Moby's posture to him. Look at this. Oh man, they're going members. Oh my god.
Friedlander.
Is that his name?
Friedlander.
Is his name Friedlander?
Yeah. Is that French?
I think it's Spanish.
It's French.
The main guy's name is
Spanish.
Wiz
Dominican. It's probably Dominican.
He's Dominican.
This dude's name is Boom.
The guy's name is Boom.
Yeah. Where'd they get the coupe wagon?
He looks like a Boom. That's a rare car. Where'd they get the set of Mad Max?
The owner's dad's collection. Oh my god. I'd kill him. I fucking hate people, bro. I swear to God, I hate. Just get a fucking job, man. Just be a funny guy that works at fucking AutoZone.
Eben Carlson, it says. Is that the guy's name?
Yeah.
Carlson?
Yeah.
Where's? How do you spell Carlson?
K. They spell a weird way?
It's called Temple Speak.
Yeah. Temple Speak.
Yeah, Temple sounds like a French word.
That's how they type.
Yeah.
Lots. Oh, damn. I remember getting messages like that.
Really?
Yeah, you're from that bitch.
Shut up.
Yeah, with this type of spelling.
I think I remember this. Honestly, I'm not even fucking with you. I think I heard.
My buddy says that like they quote your shit when like trying to fuck with people.
Really?
That's just like, not good.
Quote Joey lyrics and be like, Joey,
yeah,
we love this.
I will. I'll fight that guy if he wins. I'll promote the cult and I'll join.
I'll fly away on the spaceship.
And I'll get on the spaceship.
Which is that two-wheel drive wagon that they got from their dad's collection.
And you can tumple me and I'll shave my head. Come to Providence.
And they're like, no, all you have to do is go watch Netflix TV shows. New York sucks.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Mm-hmm. Like tough guy, White Plains, New York guy, Yonkers shit is the worst guy in the world. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, are you I hate New Yorkers. Mm-hmm. They're so like confrontational and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess Boston, but now Boston's just filled with like Chinese people and
Dilly Billy
and like flag wavers and shit. But like back in the Boston guys are kind of a fucking bunch of dude. This guy's fucking
Dilly Billy.
Get up out of your seat.
Yeah,
get up out of your seat. Hey, Joe. Hey, kid. Get up out of your seat.
Yeah, shit and you're like this. What? Like you're immediately in like fight mode. Yeah, you know, anybody with like half of a ball full of testosterone is like, what are you wearing? Like they'll just bust your balls. Yeah. What are you wearing, a fucking scarf? What are you fucking
Dilly Billy?
What are you suck? Kid's wearing a fucking scarf. Meanwhile, this guy's wearing like basketball shorts,
basketball shorts, and like a satin like V-cut like Italian shirt.
yeah, unbuttoned, and like LL Bean rain duck boots, looking like opened up, like they're like Timberlands. Like you fucking
Dilly Billy.
You poor
Dilly Billy.
No, oh god, I hate that. I hate like New Yorkers and shit. Like just in general, they fucking suck. There's not that many. Like no one's like a fundamental New Yorker anymore. I don't think.
Right.
Like you're not gonna get
there's pockets. You got to find the pockets.
But they live in like New Rochelle,
right?
Or like Mamaroneck, White Plains, all those fucking techno listening. Like, dude, yeah, I'm gonna get a fucking beautiful place over on insert area of New York that no one gives a fucking shit about. Toilet house that like looks like like some part of Long Island that fucking sucks
with like an iron gate, like iron security gates.
Yeah, next to a fucking bodega,
next to like a Chinese
suit
laundromat. Yeah, suit factory.
Fucking shithole state, a whole lower. New York's a fucking toilet. Like that shit.
Not that animated, but it reminded me of my math teacher in high school.
What was his name?
Mr. Hilliard. He was really funny. I don't know if he was like a molester or something, but everything else was funny about him. He was like he would say, your posture, you can. He was like 70 years old. He was kind of if he wasn't a molester, he was a funny, cool guy. But I don't know what his deal was. But he was telling kids how he would brace a piece of cardboard around the chair to like fix his posture, which looked like the most uncomfortable thing ever. And then he was like, he was explaining how like graphs with intersection points where you find like the most optimal part of two properties is. And he was saying that he calculated that you could get every nutrition, all the nutrition that the body needs with egg noodles and peas.
Yep. So he was right.
Yeah. And then
egg noodles and peas?
Yeah.
Was he like Willy Wonka?
He was like Willy Wonka. And he was funny because he was funny the same way that my mom's funny, because he would be like pissed off and disciplinarian, but his discipline was totally impotent, so you could just like kind of laugh at it.
Yeah.
And I remember I came in 2 full hours late to the SAT test, which you're like the SAT, they take it super seriously at that school because it's like you're supposed to get into an Ivy League school after.
Have to, 100%.
And I remember walking in 2 hours late, and his disdain, like his hatred for me was so funny. It was very much like my mom. And he came over and like slapped the test down without saying anything and walked away. It was really funny.
How'd you do on the SATs?
Did fine.
Did you get a clobber knocker of a score?
I got was a higher score than average. Yeah, I always do a little better than average.